This video is about Chuck Missler and Hal Lindsey's alleged plagiarism of Edwin Yamauchi's book, Foes from the Northern Frontier. On July 30th, 1992, the Los Angeles Times published an article by Roy Rivenberg reporting on Chuck Missler and Hal Lindsey's plagiarism of Edwin Yamauchi's book. In that article, Yamauchi is quoted saying, quote, "It's a kind of sophomoric plagiarism, it seems. If they're not acknowledging where they got it from, that is rather dishonest. I'm sorry to hear that." Unquote. In the same article, Rivenberg said, as much as 25% of Lindsey's manuscript appears similar to Yamauchi's book, which is now out of print, but the only reference to Yamauchi is near the end of the 6-page bibliography. Even footnotes in Lindsey's manuscript are identical to those in Yamauchi's book, again without attribution. Lindsey's manager, Paul Krikak, said the Torrance-based minister and author was out of town in Orange County and didn't have time to comment. Missler was also reportedly unavailable and didn't return messages seeking his comments. Krikak said Missler had written the passages in question, but conceded that Lindsey is responsible for the overall manuscript. Unquote. In an article by Christopher A. McCorney titled Evidence of Plagiarism of Chuck Missler, McCorney states the following. We initially contacted Dr. Yamauchi via email and received a response from Dr. Yamauchi saying that the material was originally used without his permission and that Missler/Lindsey promised to desist using it after the LA Times article from July 1992. Dr. Yamauchi expressed surprise that the infringement was still happening as the Baker Books attorneys had settled the matter in 1992. We recently purchased our copy of the book at CCCM in January 1997, and it bore a copyright 1995 date on it, 3 years after the LA Times article. The book is also being sold at Calvary Chapel of San Juan Capistrano, California." Unquote. McCorney's article also provides side-by-side comparisons of Yamauchi's book and Missler's book. There can be no doubt that Missler plagiarized Yamauchi's work. McCorney also lays out a timeline from around 1992 to 1997, showing events and interactions between the various parties, McCorney included, calling Missler into accountability, and Missler's attempts to avoid properly addressing and correcting his egregious violations of scholarship protocols and basic good manners. The full article can be read at the link posted on the screen. At the time of this writing, the Magog Invasion was still sold on Amazon and through Chuck's organization Koinonia House.